right, well, I'm about to do some arrow building. I have the new Easton Axis Match Grade here, which are sweet. So first up, we're going to saw these bad boys. Give you guys some tips on cutting arrows. Before I start cutting arrows, I want to show you guys how sweet these Match Grade arrows are. These things are crazy, crazy straight. Look at that. It's insane. Also, guys, keep in mind that was a completely uncut shaft. And you know as well as I do, the closer you cut to center, the straighter the arrow becomes. But literally straight out of the box, those things are as straight as they could possibly be. That is why that Match Grade arrow is so sweet. So a quick arrow cutting tip. If you're about to have your arrows cut either at your pro shop or you're going to do it yourself, I would highly recommend cutting off the front and the back of the shaft. Not just all in the front, not all just in the back. Because again, the closer you get to center, the straighter the arrow. So to do that, it's pretty simple. You just need to figure out your total arrow length that you'll be shooting. I shoot a 28.5 inch arrow. The shafts come raw at 32.5, which means I need to cut off 4 inches of arrow. So I'll cut off 2 in the back and 2 in the front. Well, I cut all my arrows and it looks like I made a little bit of a mess, but I'll get it cleaned up. Anyway, the next thing you want to do after you cut your arrows is square each end up. So you need a device similar to this one that will do just that. Now that my arrows are all cut and squared, I'm going to be loading up these bad boys with their inserts. I am running 75 grains of brass this year. Last year I ran 50 grains of brass, but the Redworks is shooting so much faster. I said, what the heck, let's add more FOC. Okay, it's time to fletch some arrows. The best advice I could give you guys is make sure you use acetone, especially on the vanes, because these vanes are made in a mold and they need anti-adhesives in order for the vanes to fall out of the mold, and a lot of that residue can be left on the vane itself. Again, make sure you wipe down the base of your vanes with acetone to get rid of any of those anti-adhesive residues that could be left over from the making of the vanes. Also, I like to wipe down the base of my shaft with the acetone as well. I feel like it just gets a nice clean stick. All right, this arrow's all done. Another tip I can give you guys when it comes to actually fletching your arrows on how far up the actual shaft you should put the vanes. You want to get it as far back as possible without getting contact on your face. And that's different for everybody. T-Bone and I just talked about this, and he thinks 7/8 from the base of the nock to the base of the vane is a great starting point. Again, if you get contact with your face, it being that close to the nock, then you'll need to move it up. If not, it's good to go. 7/8 of an inch.